If you have free kits for sale on your kit store, you need to remove them ASAP. Well, sort of. Let me explain. Because when free kits are done right, it could lead to over $50,000 in revenue, just like it did for this one client. You see, the real issue isn't giving away free things, it's not having a strategy in place and not understanding why you're offering them free things in the first place. So let's break this down, because a free offer, when done right, can be an incredibly powerful money-making tool. But when it's done wrong, it can actually hurt your sales and pretty much just be a waste of efforts. So in today's video, I want to cover a real life example of one that's kind of backfired hard and how we ended up fixing it for a client. Before we get there though, let's talk about what free offers are really supposed to do and set the foundation for this video. So first, what free offers are for. The whole point of offering something free is to create what we call a lead magnet. This is a tool to attract potential customers, bring them into your world, and start building a relationship with them, usually through email marketing. For an example, let's say you're a producer with a YouTube channel. You could offer a free sample kit in your video descriptions and call it out in your videos, just like how Kavi does in this video. Now, like I mentioned before, when viewers download that freebie, they're giving you something in return, which is their email address. And you might be like, cool, but why does that matter? Why should I want their email? Because now, the next time you have a sale or a promotion, you can send them an email, and that offer lands directly in their inbox. The issue with posting Instagram stories or YouTube videos is it's not always shown to every single person, so it can be harder to reach somebody, but email will definitely make the reach a bit more easier. Now just imagine doing that on a bigger scale. Let's say you get 1,000 people on your email list, then 10,000, then 40,000. Suddenly you have a massive audience and your email campaigns are now generating serious revenue because you have amazing reach with an audience that wants to hear from you. Now don't get me wrong, that's very much an oversimplification, but I just want to show you the power of having a free offer when it's actually paired with a strategy. And that's just one of the first indirect ways it can help you make more money. There's actually a second, more direct and immediate, faster way, but we'll talk more about that later on as the video goes. So let's first talk about where free offers go wrong. When free offers are actually done without a plan, they can actually hurt your business and hurt your website's conversion rate. And so for today's video, I want to give you an example of when we actually stepped in to help Ed Talenti when he was running his sample kit site called Rip Speakers about 2 years ago. When we started working with Ed, his site was overflowing with free offers. I believe there might have been 15 to 20 free kits available to download for free. At first glance, this looked great. There's tons of free stuff, which means tons of value for his audience, right? Wrong. Well, sort of. Let me explain. When we dug into the data of the website, we saw there was a massive problem that we had to fix. Visitors were going onto the site, grabbing all the free kits, and many were leaving without even glancing at any of the paid products themselves. Now, the reason we knew that is because we installed a tool like Hotjar to track visitor behavior, and I'll be honest with you, it was almost funny to watch, as also it was kind of sad. There was no interaction, there was no browsing, no buying, just grabbing and leaving. Now, I'm not saying you can't give away things for free. It's just when you have too many free offers, that can cause a bit of an issue. So let's dig deeper into why having too many free offers didn't work for Ed and why it could be holding your brand back as well. Number one is that overwhelming choices can lead to inaction. Imagine walking into a store and being presented with 20 free options. It sounds great, right? As a consumer, yes, but as the business owner, what happens is your customers start kind of going through decision fatigue. People see so many options that their brain just go into autopilot of like, let me grab everything I can and then I'll get out. They're not even thinking about anything paid. They just see all the free stuff and they want to grab it and then leave. So the main psychological takeaway that I want to give for you, if you want to go deep here, is that people tend to avoid making decisions when they're overwhelmed. If you've ever been to like a Mexican restaurant, they're known for just the menus have way too many items and it can be hard to choose one. I know I've definitely been in that position before. And then in terms of giving away a ton of free items, this ties into number two, which is devaluing the freebie item. When you offer too many free products, they start to lose their perceived value, as actually they could be valuable to somebody. Think about it. If you're giving away 20 kits for free, they feel less special, especially when you contrast that with a single thoughtfully packaged free offer. When you position one item as a free premium gift, something that truly represents your brand, it feels a lot more exciting exclusive and valuable. Also, if you take a look back at the screenshot I just showed you of this page, there's no header or footer. Simply, you can either enter your email or exit out. Once more, going back into the whole idea of making it so that way there's not that many choices to have. You either take it or you don't. And then another issue is the missed opportunity to engage and upsell. Without an upsell or a follow-up offer, the freebie essentially becomes a dead end. Yes, you gave them value right away, which is all the marketers online will tell you to do, but what next? Think of it like this. If somebody walks into a bakery and you give them a free sample, that's great. But what if you don't tell them about the other pastries they can buy or direct them to the register and actually see what's behind the glass? What you've done is you just missed the chance to turn that free sample into a sale. And so this was the exact problem on Ed's site. People were eating the free samples, but never walking away with the full product, if you want to go with that analogy. All right, so I think you get the problem. Now let's go ahead and talk about the fix, which is simplify and focus. So here's how we turn things around for Ed and create a strategy that's actually worked, and like I said, has been repeated with a ton of clients to work again and again. First, we narrowed it down to just one free offer available. That meant we removed all 20 plus free kits and just replaced them with one standout free item. And this ties into the whole creating that unique and premium feel of where instead of a generic free kit, we went ahead and did like, I think it was Ed's signature pack featuring his most popular sounds. And so if you think back to what the problems were, here's why this works. Number one, it reduces decision fatigue for visitors. There's only one free thing they can get. And it also positions the free offer as something exclusive rather than disposable. Second, we added an immediate upsell. The magic in terms of making money really happened when we introduced a paid offer immediately after the free download. And here's how that worked. After somebody entered in their email and submitted the form, they were immediately redirected to a page with a one-time offer. The offer was just a discounted bundle of kits that complemented the free pack. So instead of hoping that somebody downloads the free thing and then goes back and browses the store, we gave them an immediate offer right away, right in front of their face. Now this works because when someone downloads a freebie, they're already engaged with your brand. You're at the top of the mind, they've never been more engaged with you, and it can only honestly go down or up from here, and if you're not going to do anything else, it's going to go down, if that makes sense. So by presenting a relevant offer right away, right at that time, you are capitalizing on their excitement and their interest. And then number three is to make the freebie a gateway. The free offer wasn't just a one-off thing. It became a first step in the larger customer journey. You have to remember when somebody downloaded the free kit, they were also added to Ed's email list. Now let's say they didn't take the immediate upsell offer. We could still nurture them with future offers, product announcements, and even exclusive content for being on the email list. And we've tried out different variations of this before with doing like long nurture flows, and we can definitely say that offering a special deal right away like the upsell definitely works a lot better than waiting to introduce paid products. And the one thing I want to say here is that some of these free offers, no matter how many emails or how many deals you send them, they're just never going to buy and convert. Some people are always just going to be freeloaders, and that's it. So obviously when you have something a bit more affordable, maybe like a huge sale or a really cheap product, that can kind of help them make the first purchase, but some people are never going to make that first purchase. So with that disclaimer being said, let's go ahead and actually get to the results of what this actually brought about for Ed's business. The one-time offer after the free download actually had a 3% conversion rate as well. That might not sound like much, but that's pretty standard in terms of conversion rate, and when you scale it across hundreds or even thousands of downloads, those numbers do add up fast. For an example, if 1,000 people download your freebie, 3% means 30 new customers. And if the upsell is a $30 bundle, from those 30 customers, that is $900 in revenue from something that wasn't converting or bringing you any money at all before. And number two, we also brought more focus onto the paid products. By removing the clutter of the 20 plus freebies, we actually shifted the spotlight onto Ed's paid offerings. Visitors who came to the site were no longer distracted by all the free things. They were actually now spending time exploring the website and seeing all the different products that Ed had to offer. Once again, that also led to an increase in store conversion rate and overall revenue, as you can see. In June, we had made the switch, and it made an immediate immediate impact on the whole revenue growth of the store. So with that example, here are some main takeaways for your own brand and whatever it is that you're building. Number 1, keep it simple. Number 2, always include an upsell. Number 3 is to understand your audience. And then last, use tools like Hotjar. So with all that being said, you should not stop offering freebies or samples, but you need to pair it with a solid strategy. Now, if you're ready to level up your strategy, let's make it happen. You can join other producers who are building real profitable businesses inside the HEATE Academy. And also, if you're looking to get more done for you help, you can also get help from us here at the HEATE Agency. If you want to learn more, I'll leave our website linked below where you can review our case studies. And if you're interested, you can just shoot us a DM on Instagram and we'll get back to you. Peace out.